What's the biggest lesson I learned when I published my first book? Oof, that's a good question. I'd say the biggest lesson I learned is to treat this author thing like the business it is. Anything less, and you're pretty much just shooting yourself in the foot. And when I say treat it as the business it is, I mean look at, constantly learning, improving yourself, analyzing your results, not digging yourself into the red. Just basically, look at it as a business, nothing else. The second thing is, I would say that stands out in my mind is the importance of varying marketing techniques and also not starting marketing off the bat. So, for example, for a series, waiting until there's 3 books or more before putting money into it, and using the time in between writing books to learn ads. And when I say ads, I mean don't just go into all ad platforms at the same time. You could, but can you actually maximize your time to the best that it could be? Probably not. So be it Amazon, Facebook, or BookBub, pick one, focus on it, learn it in and out, and you're going to see that your profit line, your bottom line will actually be maximized because you'll know it so much better. And when I say, for example, varying marketing techniques, I also mean doing a mix of ads and stacking promos. And the last biggest lesson that I learned when I published my first book, I would say, not necessarily when I published the first book, but overall in this business, it's having fun. It's so easy to get burned out in this industry, always trying to churn out new books and learn everything in sight. When you start off with your first book, all you can think about is your second and your third and your fourth and your fifth. And how can I make these books make money? And why aren't they making money? And it's a whole lot of pressure. Plus, you're always trying to absolutely learn everything in sight. It's easy to lose sight of why you're doing it. When I hit a bad burnout last year in 2021, it took me months to get back to writing. For a while, I almost feared I'd started to hate it. But then I remembered the joy of it and why I was doing it in the first place, and I got back to it naturally. So yeah, bottom line is what I learned from, my first book and overall is just treat it like a business, be ready to invest and analyze your results and constantly improve, vary your marketing, and most of all, have fun.